It'll be probably best if you guys just used a paper copy that somebody's got, because we're about to move on now. Yeah. Okay, let's go through it. Okay. Just have your attention up here, please. What are some suggestions? What have you got down? Some icebreakers. Let's start with those.
Evolution.
Evolution is an icebreaker. Okay, so what do others think of that?
I would call that one a de-inhabitizer.
What's your justifications for that?
Because it puts you a bit outside your comfort zone and you have to look like a bit of an idiot.
What do others think of that? What makes it an icebreaker for you, Toby?
You've got to seek somebody out and you've got to talk to them one-on-one.
Okay.
And you can, at the start, you can say what have you is, what's your name?
Great. Yeah. In fact, I used that for that too, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I'm happy with that. What I'm keen for you to do is, I think that evolution has some embarrassing kind of aspects to it that do put it slightly, for me, beyond just a simple icebreaker. I also tend to pop it down under the de-inhabitizers, just for those reasons. Okay, great. What else? Yep.
Everybody's there.
Okay, where does that come?
Oh, as a, I think it's the first one. Icebreaker.
Energize.
As an icebreaker, sorry.
Icebreaker?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Acquaintance activity. What do others think of that?
I agree.
Yeah, who can give me a justification for that? Who can say why they think it's in that? Yes, go on.
Because there's that minimal, you don't have to talk to a lot of people, you just run and tag and everyone's having fun and, relaxing for everyone.
Yeah, it's not, yeah?
I don't feel it's the first one because you can really live in someone else's personal space and you don't know them.
Okay. All right, yeah. I get that, yeah.
Icebreaker, I would sort of like get some names around it. So it's not got names in it, and I can possibly use it as an icebreaker.
Okay. Yeah, icebreaker and acquaintance activities, they don't have to necessarily have names in them, but that certainly is an important component of those early stages. But what I'm keen for you to be able to do is to justify a decision about where you're putting these activities in these categories, just so that I can see that you're thinking about it. Okay, so we've got icebreakers, de-inhabitizers. Okay, what else is out there? What other activities? Yep.
So that two styles of that was the robot. You put that under communication, but the time, but the decision making and problem solving as well, I guess, along the way. That's how we always sort of get in a group and sort of decide what we're going to do and how we're going to get people through and whatnot.
What do others think of that?
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I suppose it's how you frame it rather than what you do.
Nice. So just expand on that a little bit. What do you mean how you frame it?
Well, I mean, how you set it up and how you debrief it at the end as to what you want to gain out of it, whether you want to have it as a trust thing or a communication or sort of problem solving. That's the way to set it.
Great. So you're saying that these activities can be vehicles for multiple kind of different learning. Sorry, that's a funny way to say it. But yeah, you can use these activities to get all sorts of different outcomes. Yep, for sure. Okay, what else? Okay, we'll go through it. Okay, no thumb. Raise your hand for icebreakers. Okay, raise your hand for de-inhabitizer. Okay, raise your hand for other. Okay, I'm happy with that. Turnstiles are done. Group juggle name toss. What's it going to be? Yeah, acquaintance activities, that sort of thing. Evolution we've discussed. Maunga awa. De-inhabitizer. Could be, yeah. Could you also justify that as an icebreaker?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. And what do you think about the meeting? Oh, yeah, sorry,
Is
Kate.
it a inhibitizer? Because it's putting you out there and you're taking a risk and you're feeling discomfort and having to do it in front of everyone else.
How did you feel? Did you feel that we talked yesterday? We used this quite long word early on. The student is placed in a state of
Disequilibrium.
nice. Okay. What does disequilibrium mean again?
Unbalanced.
Yeah, feeling unbalanced. Did you feel that? Did you feel it was a bit out there? Like comfort zones? I feel a little bit that way. That's really good. Depends how you know the group and how comfortable you were with the TED and things like that. Could it be? Yeah. I think you could well do that. For some people, it might just be a simple acquaintance activity because they're so used to doing things like that. For me, I find it definitely a bit more of a de-inhibitor. Okay. Any questions about this? I'm going to be expecting you to know about the sequencing and the names of the activities as we go, and I want you to start to write them down at the end of sessions, put them down and start to think about where they fit on that sequencing, and we'll be talking about that another time in our next session. We'll have a big focus on that. Right, for today, I'm just introducing Chris Jansen here. He's here to observe me today. And he's going to be running a debrief with me at the end of class, and that's going to be the last 10 minutes of class. And he's going to be asking me some questions about these things here, and be also looking to ask and include you in some of these aspects around, is that actually true for me? As part of that experiential cycle and this practitioner inquiry teaching as a action that I'm doing for my research. All right, our mission now is we are going to go outside and do no dozing. Okay, so if you can come, you don't need to bring anything with you. We're just going to go outside again and we're going to have a no-doze leadership experience. Can I ask somebody to just unplug the camera and bring it out, please?
Oh, I'm going to drop it.
Feeling confident.
Yeah. There's equilibrium going on there.
Oh no, they're breaking it.
How many girls does it take?
Everything's gone wrong. Katie, don't break it.
Shut up. His name is Andrew.
Pressure.
Andrew McCarthy. Oh, and that's Sam.
I love our singles.
They're the naughty ones in class.
You've been on camera. Go on, Jonesy.
Terrible.
Girls ones like that.
Oh, really?
Woo!
I want that.
Where do you want it?
I want that. I want to show a bit of.
Pop it over by the tree there. That'd be awesome.
Okay. So the purpose of today is to generate a group agreement, and one of the things that I'm really interested in is how building our own self-awareness. And so this activity here, called the No-Dose Leadership Class, is designed to help you understand where you sit within some simple categories. And I know there's some issues with categories and feeling boxed and stuff like that. But what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to just go with it today and see what it feels like, and we can critique it afterwards. But I've found this to be quite a useful technique for understanding where I'm coming from and where others from different leadership styles are coming from. So, are you happy to go with it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, for a start, I'm going to set up some continuums. Well, if I was being flash. And the middle of the continuum is out of bounds. That means you have to make a decision. Okay? So, for a start, let's make sure I get this set up right. Okay. On this end, towards this tree here, behind Seal, is jelly. Okay? And towards the shade of this hut is ginger nuts. let me just tell you a little bit about the differences. Okay, if you're jelly, jelly agrees with statements like, I'm really flexible. I don't often voice strong opinions, particularly if I think it will cause hurt or be a waste of time. I put others before myself pretty consistently. Others probably don't know where I stand on issues or what I think about them unless they ask me directly. Sometimes it's hard for me to state my own needs. I find myself responding to the actions of others rather than initiating action. And I sometimes need someone to lean on, with a bowl to give me a form. You know what I mean by that? Like jelly needs a bit of a bowl to sit in to give it a form. Okay, so if you're hardcore jelly, you're going to head out right to the tree. Okay, this ends with ginger nuts. Ginger nuts agree with statements, I'm solid, I like things my way. I make my own shape. Okay, I state my opinions, make stands easily. What you see is what you get. No surprises. People know exactly what I think, feel and want. I'm an open book and you don't even have to read the words because I tell them to you, especially if you try and cross one of my lines. I do what I think is right for me without second guessing. Okay, jelly, ginger nuts,